Salutations, salutations. Welcome back to Into the Spotlight. This is episode 8. I am your host, L.A Khalil, and I would like to continue the trend of physical health, mental health, emotional well being. Of course, last episode we touched upon a little bit more physical health and, discipline and things of that nature. And I would like to continue that trend this time. Um, I'm pretty sure I discussed about it last episode, but I made a resolution for 2020. I don't want to call it a resolution, but for what it is, I'm gonna call it for it. I'm gonna call it a resolution for 2020. I said no more soda. I'm not gonna drink any soda for 2020, and God willing, I was able to stay committed, stay disciplined, and no soda for 2020. For 2021, I said no candy, no candy, no candy whatsoever. And what's helping me stay on edge, what's helping me stay committed to that resolution is something I want to get into is by keeping it near me, keeping it in eyesight, being able to touch it, being able to have it in eyes view. I can read the facts. I can be up and close and personal and see and know this is not good for me. This is not good for me. This is just chocolate. It's sugar. It's not good for me. And it's and I like to use the analogy or the example of keeping your friends closer or your friends close and your enemies closer. So I can see the stuff that's bad, and it just feels good to be able to touch it and say no, no, I'm not putting you in me. You see what I'm saying? And so it's helped me stay committed and being able to see and know after I'm reading the facts, this is just bad. This is just sugar. I don't need to be putting this in my system. I'm better than this. Having the ability to just throw it in the trash or put it down and say no. Yeah, disgusting. That strengthens me, you know, and it's really important to know that you are better than this. Just pick up some candy, pick up whatever you have that you no longer want, and put it down in disgust. Put it down in disgust. Throw it. You know, I'm not going to stoop to this level and put you in me anymore. I am in control now. I am the captain now. Okay? That's what I just kind of came with up. I think around New Year's, just having the ability to say no. And trust me, this is not like the crack epidemic in the 80s. Just say no. This is not, I'm not saying it's just something that is just easy or something you can just, no. I was able to get to this space and or this stage in life by going to the gym, by seeing results, by feeling different. And when I'm going to the gym, what really started to bug me, and what made me decide to say no to candy was I would be working late at night, right? And I need some sugar. I need something to keep me, I need something in arm's reach, something close, something that's not much, right? What would it be? Skittles. And it's only dollars. It's right there in the vending machine. Let's get some Skittles. I can put in my pocket. Go, you know what I mean? Easy, fast, quick, right? And I was still going to the gym and I feel bad. I would feel disgust. Same with chips, where I would go to the gym, I'm working out and then I go home and then go to work. I feel good. But then I have some chips for a snack. I feel bad. I'm doing something good, but then I'm putting the bad in me, which I when I get home, I feel bad. When I wake up, I feel bad. All those hot chips got my stomach, you know. And then I said, okay, let me cool it off on the hot chips, right? Let me get some regular chips, some Fritos. Still made me feel bad. Funyuns still made me feel bad. Um, Ruffles still made me feel bad. Ruffles was a big one, you know, and it's really great to be able to have, like, to touch back to like having it in arm's reach. Just nah. And it's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make because I know it's going to be what helps me be better in the long run. I've converted to eating dates. I love dates. Dates are some great fruit. Dates are one of the most tastiest foods, but I mean it has it's natural sugar. Don't get me wrong, like sugar is good. Glucose is good. You know what I mean? It's the type of sugar that's bad. You're gonna have to eat sugar, but what sugar you're gonna put in your system? You know, that's the decision you have to make. That's the decision you have to make, and it's a climb. Like Miley Cyrus. I'm not gonna sing it, but it's a climb, and it's levels to it, stages. I don't get to saying I no longer want candy, or I don't get to saying I am over candy on day one. No, no, I don't. It took a year. It took a year, because I would love to have, all right, a little snack right here, a little candy. All right, cool. But now, because I am at a stage, I've improved, you know, I know how it feels to be at a new stage. I can get rid of the other stuff, you know. It's 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 cool. Same with whatever you may trying to get rid of, whether it be candy, chips, drinking, smoking, like keep it with you so you can feel it, so you can touch. If you want, just like punch it or whatever, like throw it, just, because it is doing that to you. It is hurting you. Put the hurt back. Hurt it. All right. All right. Hurt it back. For all the years of destruction it has put onto you, hurt it back. It can't go to the police and say, hey, you know, so and so hurt me or nothing like that. You can do that. Hurt it back. Keep it close to you, so you know what it looks like. So you know what it feels like. So you know what is actually inside of this. Read the ingredients. Read what's in that. You know, look at this. Just sugar, just raw sugar right there. Just nothing but sugar. Why would I want to put this inside of me? You know, I am the type of I to not worry about it. I do not do it at all. I've never smoked a day in my life. I never drunk or drank alcohol in a day in my life. Not even a sip, not even a puff. You know, shout out to people who do it. Shout out to people who can control it. Shout out to people who do it. Can still live a great life or whatever. That's great. I'm not condemning. I'm not trying to put down. I'm not putting down anyone who smokes or drinks. But I know what it does to your health, to your body, to your physical, to your teeth, to your mind. I don't want to have to deal with that. I don't. I know smoking weed can put down some, anxiety. Weed is really cool. Weed is cool. I get it. Wiz Khalifa is one of the coolest guys in the world. I'm not, Snoop Dogg. I'm not condemning, but me personally, I don't want to have to worry about certain things, so I don't even worry about having to stop certain things. Stop from smoking, stop from drinking, stop. And so I don't even do it at all, you know? But moving on, mental health, goodness. As you will see, Joe Biden is now officially the United States president. 46, right? 45, one of them. I don't know. But, shout out to Biden, I guess. He's won like what, a billion times so far? Like every week, every week, every news outlet saying he's won. But shout out to him, I guess. Shout out to um Vice President Kamala Harris. I'm willing to give anyone a chance. I just hope that there's what bothers me is the bombings in the Middle East. I wish the United States would stop that. That really bothers me, and also Israel and their and that conflict. I wish they would stop, but business and money and stuff like that is the root of all evil, right? Um, I'm hopeful, somewhat hopeful. Definitely with the COVID, his ideas with tackling it and stuff like that. I hope he does a really good job. I don't want any president to fail. The success of a president is the success of a country. I feel like definitely in America. America. Speaking of America, at least, the success of Biden should be the success of America if he stays true. You know, he's 76 years old. I am I'm curious of how long he's gonna last. But he's up there in age. But I hope he does a good job. 4 years, 8 years, how long, however long. I want nothing but the best. But um I just see like definitely when I was at work, the riot, like we're preparing for riots and stuff like that. Like I really hope the tension can calm down a bit. You know, the MAGAs, y'all had y'all 4 years, and it's a wrap. Y'all had a run. Y'all had to walk at least. Y'all didn't really have to run. Y'all had like a jog at best. It's a new guy in town, and I'm praying that he does a good job. Him and Miss Kamala Harris, of course, she's so beautiful. But I'm not going to I'm not going to spend too much money on. But mental health for sure. I know 4 years ago, a lot of people, a lot of women's mental health and emotional health were at jeopardy. Because of the previous president, and what he thought was right and what he thought he could get away with and what he um, was going to spread to the rest of America. But I think a lot of people, definitely California, a lot of um, Gen X, right? They are my age group and upwards can sleep well at night, So if I can speak a bit more, of course, on mine though, just how I've been feeling. I've been feeling okay. I've been okay. I've been feeling good. I've been feeling really good. I haven't had a thought of giving up. I haven't had a thought or an urge of just being overwhelmed and needing to take a break. I haven't felt that maybe in about 2.5 weeks. I don't know why. But I feel good. I feel okay, knock on wood. Like I feel really good and I hope the same with you. Um, Again, BetterHelp. I want to talk about BetterHelp a little bit. BetterHelp.com, BetterHelp.com. It's an online therapy and counseling um, resource. You get billed. It all determines of like your counselor or your therapist that you choose and the location and availability of them. But it's super reliable for sure. It's cheap compared to in-person therapy sessions, and plus it's much safer. Definitely with COVID, and you don't, I mean, going and having to wear a mask, and where you could be, it could be cold, and or whatever the case may be. It just saves a lot of time. And you can just email, you can face chat, FaceTime, text, call. There's a multitude of ways to communicate to your therapist or counselor and for them to communicate to you. And it's really is a really good source resource. I'm gonna put it in the link. I'm gonna put in the link. I I'm gonna use it for sure. I can't say, but there may be something really good coming between them and I in the near future. So, but I just want to know, like, how are you feeling? How's 2021 treating you? How's 21 treating you and your family? What are your plans for 2021? What are your plans in mind? What are your goals? What are your ambitions? What do you want to get out of this year? What do you have planned? Like, do you want to become rich, or do you want to like own a business, start a business, podcast, whatever it is? I would like to know, because maybe I can help. Maybe we can do something. Maybe we can start up something. It's 2020 was, it was a bad year. It was a bad start off to a decade. But I saw a lot of my people come up. A lot of my people came up that last year. They didn't give up. They didn't stay at home. They didn't give up. And I'm not condemning people to stay at home. That's healthy and everything. But I didn't stay at home. I mean, I wasn't the only one, but I moved in the middle of a pandemic. You know, I sacrificed my health for something I wanted a lot, a lot, and I got it. I'm here. I'm building something more, and I'm building on top of that. It's just crazy because if you have a goal and you stick to it and you plan it out, you talk to people, get their opinions, maybe they can help you. You can do whatever you have your sights set on. Trust and believe that. But most importantly, you have to trust in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You can talk to a billion people and they can give you advice, but if you don't use it, right? You can talk to a billion people, they can give you the best advice in the world, but if you never apply it, you never take it in, really. You never get to where you want. If you don't start, starting is the most important thing. You know what I mean? Like driving, you're gonna hit curves. Sometimes you might run out of gas. You might, accidents might happen. But wherever you are driving, you're that much closer than where you were before. You get what I'm saying? Just start. I started this podcast, no mic, no microphone, no headphones, rather, no MacBook, nothing. All I had, literally, all I had was this. And then I got to using earphones. You can do it. You can do it. I had no YouTube series. I had no Into the Spotlight. I had no Love Always. But I started and I progressed. And I wish and I pray that you do too. You only live once. Go for it. Go for it. And if it's candy that's, kind of holding you back, if it's chips, if it's whatever the case may be, you know what you have to do. You know it. You have to be the one to do it. Whether it's going to the gym, all right, go to the gym. Get to how get to where you want to be at. Get to where you want to feel at, right? Then you really know how bad this feels, how bad this is for you, right? Stick to a diet plan, right? Drinking more water, drinking less sugar, less soda or juice, right? Taking in more beneficial things. And I understand the things that are bad for you cost less than the things that are good for you. And I can't say anything about anyone's financial situation, but I do pray and believe where you're working or whatever your situation is, you can get to where you need to be. Trust and believe that. Okay. I wasn't always in the position to have, the healthiest fruits or the healthiest things, but I'm working on it. I'm still working on it. Ain't nothing sweet around here, but it's not so sour either, you know? What's also important, hold up. What's also important is to knowing your situation, like knowing who you are, knowing where you came up from. Because when I was in school and everything, and I see other people in healthy and peak shape and everything, and I've talked about this before, but I had to understand my situation. I couldn't compare how I looked or what I was going through and put onto anyone else. I had to understand my situation, know some things are out of my control, but also have the awareness and faith. Hey, this isn't always going to be like this. This bad feeling, how I look, how I feel, and this is not going to be permanent. This is not going to be permanent. But you have to go through the gutter. You have to go through the mud to get to where you want to go. Sometimes, you know what I mean. Like you have to go through the ucky, the ick, right, to get to the cool part, the good part, or whatever. You get what I'm saying? But just understand your situation. You know yourself more than anyone else. Give yourself, get like a piece of paper or a pad. Know what are you good at, what are you not so good at. What do you want, what do you not want, what do you like, what you don't. Know what your goals are, but understand and be aware of some of the trials and tribulations you may or you will go through in order to get to the final, goal, right? So do that. I would please do that and see where you go. Write yourself a 5 year plan, right? Write yourself a 5 year plan and all right, 2021, 2026. Or if you did it last year, 2020, 2025. And just give yourself some time, build to it, and let the chips fall as they may be, as they may. You only have one life. Do not, I cannot emphasize this enough. 2020, we lost a lot of people, a lot of deaths that could have been avoided because of the inability to take control and take action. Do not let them who did not make it lives go in vain. I'm no longer doing something for myself. I'm not just doing it for my family, for my friends, or to benefit them. This is bigger than me. This is bigger than today. This is bigger than us. This is bigger than tomorrow. Okay. I hope you have a really good rest of your week. I love all of y'all. My prayers, my love is with all of you. This has been Khalil. Love always. All right. Cheers.